De-dollarization, fact or fiction? For years, it was dismissed as a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. But additional emerging data now paints a different picture. De-dollarization is not just real, it's happening before our eyes. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. Earlier this year, the Atlantic Council reported that the dollar's share of global reserves has declined from 71% in 2001 to roughly 58% currently. And just a few months ago, the 2024 edition of the World Gold Council's Central Bank Gold Reserve Survey revealed this startling piece of information. A clear majority of both emerging economy central banks and advanced economy central banks think the dollar's share of global reserves will continue to decline through at least the next 5 years. De-dollarization expectations are rising among central banks, driven by the success of key nations developing their own cross-border payment systems, moving away from reliance on the US dollar. According to a recent report by Business Insider, a network of alternative payment systems created by non-Western nations has been quietly gaining traction. The financial news platform says these systems have the potential to, quote, threaten the dollar's global dominance. As researchers at Brookings Institution said last month, innovations in payment technology could reduce the dollar's role in the global economy. When Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, Russian banks were removed from the critical SWIFT messaging system that facilitates the rapid and efficient cross-border transfer of money among 11,000 financial institutions in more than 200 countries. Russia has long anticipated a clash with Western foreign policy, preparing for the possibility that its banks could be cut off from the SWIFT system. It was in 2014, after being hit with sanctions, that Russia developed its own ruble-based payment system, the System for Transfer of Financial Messages, or SPFS. Use of this system has been growing among Russia and its trading partners. As of the end of last year, 556 organizations from 23 countries were using SPFS, with the use of the messaging system by foreign organizations more than doubling since 2022. Also, Russia and Iran reportedly worked out a deal in July to directly connect the banking and funds transfer systems of both countries. China's cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, has been positioning itself as a key player in the global shift toward alternative payment networks. Created in 2015 to facilitate settlement in yuan between China and its trading partners, CIPS has roughly 20% of the participants of the SWIFT system. But according to China's central bank, CIPS processed nearly 7 million transactions in 2023, totaling an equivalent of more than $17 trillion. That's a year-over-year increase of 30%. Brookings Research independently acknowledged the mounting success of CIPS, saying, CIPS has been growing rapidly in recent years. Then there's India, the world's 5th largest economy, which developed its own payments system in 2016, called United Payments Interface, or UPI. The National Payments Corporation of India, a state-owned organization that oversees UPI, has created partnerships with financial institutions in numerous other countries, including the UAE, Singapore, Russia, and even France. According to Evan Frieden, an analyst with the Australian international policy think tank Lowy Institute, it is significant that UPI can also be used to bypass the SWIFT banking system, enabling payments with sanctioned countries such as Russia, thereby weakening U.S. financial hegemony. The high-tech push for de-dollarization is in full swing. In addition, China and Russia are turning towards one of the oldest forms of trade, barter, to sidestep the U.S. dollar. According to a recent report by Reuters, the two countries are in the process of arranging barter deals involving agriculture that could be consummated as soon as this fall. A conspiracy theory suggests secretive control without evidence. De-dollarization, however, is far from that. It's happening in plain sight, with nations openly working to reduce their reliance on the US dollar. Until next time.